I kind of wanted more from this device, but it actually wasn't too bad. It had that Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset and 6 gigs of RAM. And honestly, in my opinion, for that amount of RAM, 6 gigs on a phone that doesn't have a lot of, stuff running in the background, it's actually not that bad of a thing. This phone doesn't have, 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, but it doesn't need it because it's pretty stock in its nature. And I will be honest, that 90Hz refresh rate does make the phone feel that much smoother overall. So that in and of itself is one way to look at it. Now, when you look at all, the other phones all across the board, like I said before, that's a huge thing that this phone's performance was supposed to be the top tier one. And it's still smooth, it's still fast, it still does everything, but it still kind of leaves me a little bit more to be desired, just like I stated. I feel like, with a lot of the other manufacturers at this point, even at that point, they were kind of, experimenting with more and more RAM. And honestly, even though I hate One UI, at least they go ahead and, Samsung puts a bunch of just features and everything inside of it. But I will always love, stock Android and everything. So in terms of the performance, I can tell you even on the later part of 2020, it's going to be perfectly fine. Whatever you do with it, it's going to be, nobody's going to really care at this point. But it's still a fast, smooth phone. It's just not the fastest phone, and nobody's going to look back at this specific device and pick it up just because of the performance. Some people may pick it up because of the software, because of the stock software, and because of just the overall feeling of it in the hands, and because of the Google phone. But I think for a majority of people out there, picking up something like a Galaxy S10 or something may be a better choice, but that's regardless. The performance of this phone is still pretty good for the most part. Now, battery life wise,